I'd like to start with, I guess, what you've been up to this year. Well, last year, I should say, 2008, because it was a pretty busy year for you.
Mostly I've been touring with the FCC and playing some amazing shows like the European festivals and all over the US mostly. And so, yeah, we've had about a year of great touring since we last spoke. Yeah. And it's been awesome going out with the band, and they're great guys to play with. A lot of top hats and a lot of funny moves. But
yeah, I've seen a few of the photos up there. Yeah. And obviously, you're no stranger to the big day out. You've been on stage with Tool. You've been on stage with Tom Morello. Yeah. What made you decide to actually come as yourself this time, I suppose?
Well, I figured I was going to be down here. Might as well play Big Day Out. You know, I mean, it's that simple. And it's actually one of my favorite festivals to play. It's summertime and a lot of days off, and I wanted the band to kind of. It's going to be our last tour with the FCC, my backup band, and I just wanted them to experience, summertime. We went through the winter on the East Coast in the U.S. In February, and all of the tough spots. Now this is like a vacation tour for us. So
yeah, totally. Yeah. Have they ever been to New Zealand before, or is it new to them?
No, I don't think they have. Cool. Yeah. Nice. So yeah.
Anyone at the Big Day Out you're particularly interested in seeing yourself? Any bands there that you want to check out, or?
I definitely want to see Neil Young. I've never seen him perform, so that's huge. And I just, in preparation for the event, I kind of loaded all his records on my iPod so I can kind of listen up and so I'm really looking forward to that. TV on the radio. There's some, a couple of the guys are friends of mine, and I want to see them perform. I've seen them perform once before. There's some local bands that I'd like to go check out, the local bands here as well as in the different cities in Australia, because that's always interesting to me to see
stuff you haven't seen.
Yeah.
There's a band called the Mint Chicks you should definitely check out.
The Mint Chicks.
They put on some amazing stuff. Yeah.
Cool,
man. And you talked briefly to me about the musical that you're working on. Could you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, I'm composing for a musical based on Prometheus Bound, the first Greek play ever performed in Greece. And I'm working with the playwright Stephen Sater, who did Spring Awakening. Right. And it's been about a year that we've been working almost, and we've done most of the music. We're still writing a little. Had a bunch of workshops. We're going to launch it in 2010, probably in Boston or New York.
How the heck did you get onto something like that? Because it seems like quite a random project to get involved in,
It is. Well, I like trying things I've never done before, and I was approached by Stephen and a mutual friend in the publishing world, and met him and saw what he did and saw the excitement in what he's doing in his new projects, and went and saw Spring Awakening and was blown away by the musical. And so he wanted to do something different, nothing like the really cheesy musical type of stuff. So, and I like different. I live in different. And,
totally.
So, so we started collaborating, and it's going along really, really well. Yeah.
And obviously with the APO here as well. How did that even come about? Because that's also quite it's different again.
I've got Bo Ranga to thank for that one, because Bo's friends with Jules, who works with the APO, and she mentioned that they were trying to get a hold of me to possibly collaborate, and this was about a year and a half ago. And so I reached out to Jules, and we communicated, and I really wanted to do something with an orchestra, or at least a part of an orchestra, because my music, as a composer, my music's getting more and more intense in an orchestral type of way. And I've been wanting to, my next record, I've been wanting to do like a jazz orchestral record, already. So I'm like, wow, that fits perfectly. So it all just came together. Since then, we've been communicating and putting it together, and started working with John Psathas, a New Zealand composer, who's taking my string arrangements and retrofitting them to the full orchestra. So I basically write, 2 violins, 1 viola, 1 cello, and a couple of horns, and then he takes that and multiplies it and adds percussion and makes it into sections. And he's really great to work with as well. And so I'm really excited about that event. It's on March 16th, and I can't wait. It's going to be like once in a lifetime type of thing for me. And we're going to record the whole thing and videotape it and everything, so that hopefully we can release it. Yeah.
You were saying, you said when you were working on your solo album, that was quite an intense process. Suddenly, you'd sort of taken care of everything yourself in a way. Is this a similar thing where suddenly you've got even more layers that you've got to be involved with, and your brain's in like 100 places at once?
I do have help, but this has been a very hands-on project for me with the APO. you know, Big Day Out is not as much hands-on because you've got the tour manager handling all the details and you know whatnot. But with this, it's been very personal and communication back and forth, and you know, because it's something that I've been really interested in doing, and I wanted to make sure every detail is
cool, man.
perfecto.